And in today's video I will be addressing the relationship between the left wrist as well as the club face, and then having a square club face on plane and explaining the different nuances whereby you're swinging on plane but you're still not getting the desired results that you are looking for. I'll start off with by saying that if you go back to our grip video, neutral is natural, is repeatable. So just quickly explaining to you that there's a relationship between the left wrist and the club face. Please note that I can have a square club face at address, but as I start swinging, during the swing and the transition on the downswing, what is happening is you might be bowing your wrist. In other words, you get that angle going in your wrist. When you get that angle going in your wrist, you'll see the club face shutting off. You are de-lofting the club face and the club face is pointing left of target. In like manner, the more I start cupping the wrist during the swing, and that is when I swing back or when I swing down, the more I've got a cup action, the more it's opening the club face and the more it's adding loft to the club face. So I can be swinging the club on plane. Once again, if this is my plane and I'm on plane, so there's my plane action, there's my blueprint, so I know I'm in position, but what is happening is I'm either getting a bowed wrist, which is closing off the club face, which will give me a different shot outcome, and likewise I can be cupping the club face, my wrist, and when I cup the wrist, that is altering the club face. So the club is still on plane, but I'm not going to get the result I'm looking for because I'm altering the wrist during the swing, which is altering the club face, which will give me a different shot outcome. The more I swing below the plane with a bowed wrist, it'll turn a fade, it'll turn a draw into a big hook or maybe even a pull hook. And in like manner, the more I get above the plane with a cupped wrist, the more it'll turn a fade into a slice or a cut. So once again, we're trying to build consistency, so you'll need small little checkpoints where you can consistently create the same action and be aware of what is happening. So if I start off in that position at midpoint in my swing, I need to make sure I've got more or less that same wrist position as what I did at address. And then when I swing down, I've got to have that same position again. If it alters in any way, the club can be on plane, but it alters the club face, which gives me a different shot outcome. Once again, please remember that all shots are required in golf. You need to be able to play a fade, sometimes even a cut, a draw, or sometimes even a big hook. So if I know where is below the plane and I can get my wrist into a bowed action as I swing down, that'll give me a very big draw. In like manner, if I need to be hitting the fade or the cut shot, getting above the plane with a slightly more cupped wrist as I swing down and through, that'll turn a fade into a very big cut shot.